Hey ladies, today is Monday, December 23rd, 2019. This is my 23rd week postpartum update, but it is a day late because today technically is the beginning of Michaela's 24th week. But I just didn't get to do it last week, and so I'm still going to do it as if it's still the 23rd week, and then later this week, probably sometime after Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying Christmas already. After Christmas, I will do my 24th week update. So I'm a little tardy this week, and I don't really have any updates. I am still a mess. Girl, I am still a mess. And I think about I did not know how hard motherhood could be. And I am still a mess. I like like that sums it up perfectly. Like I'm sitting here thinking, when she was a month old, it was like, oh, she's only been a month. It's only been a month. Of course you're a mess. 2 months, 3 months. Oh, she's still a little newborn. Of course, oh, but she's almost 6 months old. She'll be 6 months on January 8th. Like, I'm still a mess. 5.5 months out. And I'm like, please tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, how do women do it all? And one thing that I noticed is that I'm so absent-minded at times because I'm trying to remember like 1,000 things to do, and I'll forget something and I'm just like, oh my God, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that. I never used to forget anything. Like, my memory has been one of my assets my entire life. I've always I always felt proud about the fact that I had such a great memory. But like now I forget things and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Now you're not pregnant, so this isn't baby brain. So what the hell is it? Like, it's just a mess. I'm a mess, ladies. And I'm just being real because I always try to keep it real with you guys. I'm good, bad, ugly. And I'm just like, when does this get better? Michaela is, we were sleeping through the night from newborn. Like, day one, really, baby was really good with sleeping. She was a great sleeper. Not anymore. I have already mentioned that. We had our 4-month regression at the beginning of 4 months, and she has not really recovered. Now she is getting ready to go through leap 5, I think it is. I think it's leap 5. So I'll talk more about that later, but I've talked about the leaps, the wonder weeks and the leaps a little bit before in the past, each time she's going through one. And I don't know if that has something to do with it because she's not sleeping the way she really should, or the way I think she should be sleeping. I tried sleep training. I failed. I did not stick with it. I did not want to do the Ferber method or the cry it out method. I commend people that do it. I know it's probably hard, to listen to your baby cry like that. I need encouragement to do it because I think that might be the only thing that I can do. I honestly, right now, what I'm doing doesn't work. Not for me, not for me. It works for Michaela. It works for my husband. It doesn't work for me. What I've been doing is rocking her to sleep. I know that's number one issue. She's supposed to be self-soothing, right? You're not supposed to rock them to sleep. You're supposed to put them in the bed drowsy but awake, and they're supposed to put themselves to sleep. I know, I'm not. I already said I failed, so don't judge me. But so I've been rocking her to sleep, and I will hold her after she falls asleep for a significant amount of time normally to make sure she is like comfortably asleep so I can put her in her bed. That's what I've been doing. Now, my goal was just to get her to sleep in her bed. I don't feel comfortable with her sleeping with me, not just because of safety issues, but I also don't sleep well. She'll kick. When she was younger, co-sleeping was a little easier. I've never really been on a co-sleeping, not that I'm against it. It's just, what works for each family. And for me, I was never really comfortable with it. And again, unless she's sleeping soundly, she moves around. Now she rolls. She's a stomach sleeper. And being a stomach sleeper, you know, she's rolling, she rolls over. Sometimes she sleeps on her side, but she's rolling over. And it's hard to do that in the bed with me. And I really don't want her sleeping on her stomach in my bed. I think maybe if she just slept on her back soundly or, you know, moving here and there, but not like flailing around or rolling completely over, I think I'd feel better. Because what ends up happening when she's in the bed and she rolls over, she's rolled all up on me like this. And how am I supposed to sleep? She like literally next to me up like this. And I'm like, okay. And then she's, you know, when it's cute for the first few weeks, the first few months, maybe. But it's not cute now. And I'm going back to work soon. You know, end of January, early February. I haven't decided yet. But I'm going back to work soon. And, you know, what do? I can't have her sleeping like this. You know, she's just bad enough. She's a mama's girl. And when I mean mama's girl, I mean mama's girl. We're getting to the point now that she can actually start reaching for me. And that just maybe a week or so ago was the first time I saw her do it. My husband was holding her and she like was kind of like reaching out. It wasn't like the clearest, like, you know, just grabbing out, but she was like, you know, like reaching out because she's still learning grabbing and reaching. So, you know, that's where we are. So I have to figure out something, and Ferber is the only thing I could think of. And Ferber is cry it out, guys. That's basically what people call is the cry it out method. And from my understanding is I think it's, and I could be wrong about the intervals, but you're supposed to put the child down after your bedtime routine, put the child down awake but drowsy in their bed. And if your child's like Michaela, she will immediately start crying. And then you're supposed to check on the child in intervals. The first night, I think, is 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes. And then the next night, I believe you increase it by 2 minutes. So it's like 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I don't know if it's 12 minutes or 15 minutes, but whatever. The intervals increase over the night. So which means the periods of crying are longer. And what happens is that when you go to check on them at the 3 minute, 5 minute, whatever your interval is, you're not picking them up. You can comfort them, you can talk to them, you can pat them a little bit, but you're not picking them up. You're not rocking them to comfort them, which is always my mistake because she will just be screaming. So when I go check on her and it's been 3 minutes or 5 or whatever minutes, she's just throughout the entire check-in time. It's not like she calms down when she sees me. It's just, and then I'm sitting, you know, and then you're walking away from it and it's hard. But at the end of the day, I think maybe I need to be stronger. But that's really what's happening. Like, she will be screaming the entire time that I'm checking on her. So I'm like, is she supposed to calm down while I check on her? The only way I know how to calm her down is to, you know, rock her, pick her up, nurse her. But you're not supposed to do any of those things because you don't want her dependent on nursing to go to sleep. You don't want her dependent on rocking or being picked up. You don't want her to learn that any of these things are what she needs to go to sleep. Because what happens in the middle of the night, which is a lot of times when she's waking up in the middle of the night, you want it to be that if she wakes up, she's able to self-soothe. Like she's able to, I don't know. She sucks on her tongue as a self-soothing method. But what they want is that she's able to self-soothe when she wakes up. And so she needs to learn how to self-soothe. And so by rocking her or nursing her or being the thing that she soothes herself with or relying on me, she's not self-soothing. It's mommy soothing. And listen, I want to soothe her. I want to do all those things, but I want what's best for her too. And I don't know if Ferber's best. I don't. It is controversial. You know, there are people that talk against Ferber and talk about other methods and you know, and, you know, the pick up and down method. That's one where every time the baby cries, you pick the baby up and you can rock them and soothe them. They calm down, you put them back down. You know, it's back and forth. I did try that because that seemed more in line of who I am. But you're constantly, you might have to, you literally going to just stand by their bed basically and pick them up and then put them down, and then pick them up and put them down, and pick them up and put them down. So I don't know what to do, but I know we need to do something, because I just want her to be able to sleep. Babies need sleep, and I want her to be able to get what she needs. Now, when I say it's not just about me, sorry, my dog is making noise. Trouble. And Michaela is napping, and I need to get this video in while she's napping, because usually I need to hold her through naps too. And this is why I'm a mess. See, I can't get anything done often. Now, I do baby wear. I remember I showed you, I did 2 videos, I think, on those wraps, and they help. Because yesterday she took her nap and the wrap strapped to me, and that was really helpful. But it's helpful as far as me being able to do things. It's not helpful as far as her gaining independence, because being strapped to mommy is not helping her learn to self-soothe. Like, she's just, was very comforted because she's very close to me. And so she was able to sleep that way. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to screw it up. But then part of me is like, listen, eventually she'll learn to self-soothe, right? Like, I hope. She won't be 5, right? Like, still, like, mommy rock me. I hope. I mean, I don't think my mom did Ferber, but who knows what people did. I know back in the day, people were always like, don't hold your baby. And maybe they were right. Maybe I messed it up by holding her all the time. I don't know. The people, don't hold your baby, put her down, let her cry. And I do let her cry, but you have a baby after, 15 minutes of screaming. Even if you can getting the 15 minutes of your baby screaming is a long time. But if you can do it, it's hard. Like, you don't, and Michaela has no chill. She is not a chill baby. She is an all hands on deck baby. I love her. She's gorgeous. She's funny. All hands on deck, all the time. And those hands are my hands, okay? All the time. She's so needy, and she loves being with me. And that's really it. And if I could stay at home with her, I would. And if I could take her to work with me, I probably would. And I think about it, because my job kind of is okay with that, but she's a little young, and I don't want all the crying. People bring their kids just whenever they want, but their kids are more like toddler and older. Because I would be really concerned about her crying. Like, we're trying to work, I am a lawyer. People are doing lawyerly stuff. I don't even know those days. I don't remember any of that stuff. That world is gone. Like, all I know is babies in bottles and diapers. No, I'm joking. But I'm like, who? What? So anyway, people will be there working, so people really do need to work. So I can't have her screaming. Now, I know if I rap her and stuff like that, I probably would reduce the amount of screaming. But how much work am I going to get done? I thought about bringing her to work maybe like once a week on Fridays, and really not doing any work on Fridays, just like coming in with the baby and, pretending to work. No, I'm joking, but kind of not joking. And then, that would be my Fridays. That way, I get paid for Fridays, because I was thinking about, when I go back, just taking Fridays off indefinitely until I adjust, but I wouldn't get paid for them if I take them off. So then I'm like, well, maybe this is a better way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I kind of bring her with me, but I don't know. I haven't figured out anything. Like I said, my life is a mess, because I just can't do what I need to do. I'm always like baby holding or wearing or feeding or nursing or changing or playing with. That's really it. But anyway, so Michaela is teething, and she's been teething for a while now. I think she's been teething since she was like 2 months. Her doctor told me she wasn't, but she had that significant drooling starting around then. But at her 4-month appointment, her doctor did confirm that she is teething. So she is teething, but she has not sprouted any teeth yet. I do not see any teeth coming through. But what have I been doing for teething? Well, teething could be part of the reason why she's not sleeping so well. It could be. I don't know. I have been massaging her gums a little more. I always felt weird about it. Like I try to keep cutting my nails to keep them short so that I can do it, but they do grow fairly quickly. But I need to like cut them again and try to keep them even shorter than what they are now, because I want to be able to massage her gums. And it always bothers me when if you have nails, you have to always make sure you're cleaning under your nails and stuff. You should be doing that anyway, but whatever. So people have been recommending to me about the Zarbi stuff. As you see, it's open. Zarbi gum massage gel. So it's for 2 months and up. It's supposed to be completely natural, organic, all the good stuff. Calming chamomile and lemon peel to massage and soothe baby's gums. Drug-free, belladonna-free, benzocaine-free, paraben-free. So yeah, it's completely chemical free. It's supposed to be okay to use for a 2-month-old and older. So a lot of moms have been talking about this Zarbi thing, and so I bought that. And this is the tube. Tube is a tiny little tube of Zarbi gel, tiny little tube. I think literally the tube is like the size of my finger, because the yellow part is the cap, so it's about the size of my index finger. Yeah, that's about it, really. Oh, okay, whatever. I've been keeping it in the refrigerator because on the box it says you can refrigerate it, and to give it more of a cooling sensation to help with teething. Now it doesn't, you don't need a lot. It says a small pea size, and you just kind of rub it and massage the gums. I don't know if it's helping. I have no idea. Like, the first time I tried it, she sucked the gel off my fingers, and just swallowed it. So I tried it again and rubbed it in before because I was just trying to put the pea in there and rub it in, the pea size lump of it, but then I rubbed it on my fingers and then put it in one. Probably a smarter way to do it. And again, I don't know if it did anything. She does seem to enjoy getting her gums massaged. Matter of fact, last night she was crying. I wasn't sure why, and then as I was massaging her gums, she stopped. So maybe that is what's going on. I don't know. Maybe that is why it's affecting her sleeping, because what happens is, even with me rocking her to sleep, is when I go to put her down, she either wakes up, like the girl is magic. The second her body it gets to the mattress on her bed, she's like, eyes pop right open. And then when I pick her up, and then I put her down, and then I pick her up and it's crazy. I'm like, yo, you playing with me. And it's so funny that sometimes as I lean over to put her in the bed, her eyes pop open. Like she didn't even touch the bed yet. Like I'm just leaning down as and then she closes them as I stand back up. And then she goes, and sometimes I'll do it and I'm just like, and I'll do it several times just to see if she's going back and forth. And I'm like, okay, this is a game. I don't know how she knows. I don't know how she knows to play this game at 5.5 months, but this is a game. Another thing that I bought, a teether, is this Moonjack's teether. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like fingers, and I think it kind of looks like fingers. The reason I bought it was because Michaela, when she first started teething, she liked to chew on my fingers, her fingers, my husband's fingers, and I thought this might be cool for her because she could have these silicone digits to chew on. So let me show you the actual thing. That was just a box. I actually keep it in a Ziploc bag, and I keep it in a Ziploc bag because it's very easily dirty. And so what I mean is, since it's I think it's completely made out of silicone. I'm just looking at the box. Because of the way it is made, it gets things stuck to it. So when I give it to her, I put one of those little bungee things on it so she can I can clip it to her clothes, because she'll end up dropping it, as babies do. That's completely normal, right? And then she'll drop it and it'll touch even her night clothes, and it'll get little particles of the material all over it, or if it touches anything, the bed, it gets things all over it. and it kind of stick to it. So this is when you're going to constantly wash. So you might not like that. I don't love that. And so I don't give it to her as often as I probably should because I feel like it's always getting dirty. Like even now, I keep it in a Ziploc bag and it's always washed. And I'm looking at it now and I'm like, it's just little hairs and stuff. Like it's always got something stuck to it. Seriously. Like it always has something stuck to it. And so I'm not even going to put it back in the bag. I'm going to wash it again and then probably get a new bag to put it in because there's always something on it. And so, but what my point was, like these little digits are kind of like flexy, but still firm, and she could chew on them, and she did like it somewhat. This can also be warmed or chilled, it says on the box. You could put it in the refrigerator, a freezer, or any of that. It's, you know, a flexy thing, and she could chew all on it. I thought this was a good idea, but like I said, what I don't like is everything. It holds everything, all particles, just all the time. And so a lot of times she uses these like links that we have, like the little links that are on toys or whatever. And she chews on those, and those end up being like her main teethers. You know, you could just buy those little links that people use to link toys to their diaper bags or stuff like that. I have them, but I left them with her, and I am not going to go disturb her to go in the room to get them to show them to you because I know everyone knows what they look like essentially. She uses those a lot to teeth on, to chew on. So, and they are also teethers, so that's fine. She also has, this came in a kit that I bought. I didn't really use it, but this is one of her teethers too, by Summer Infant. It's just, you know, has these little nubs or whatever on it. She doesn't actually use it actually, but I'm thinking about maybe giving her this because it has all the little grooves and things. It might make things feel better. There's nothing in it. It's just soft. There's no silicone or liquid or gel or whatever. It's just, well, maybe this is silicone, but there's no liquid or gel in it. Now this is something that I want to use more, this gum massager. And you're supposed to just rub it around their gums. And so in lieu of your finger, you could use this and rub it around their gums and really clean their gum, massage their gums with it. So this is a gum massager. I want to start using this more. Hopefully this will help. And I could, I guess, use it with the Zarbies. Maybe I could rub some more Zarbi stuff on it. I don't know though, because it might get caught in these little grooves. But, so there's that. And then I want to get her a toothbrush. I know Colgate makes toothbrushes, and there's different toothbrushes for infants. But as part of my Summer Infant kit, I have this finger toothbrush. I have not started brushing her teeth yet. I will. You can actually brush their gums just to get them used to the bristles, because these are like little silicone-y bristles. They're not like the you know, and she could just chew on this as well. There are some teethers that look like these little silicone toothbrushes. This one's the little finger one. This little case kit came in. But there are some toothbrushes you can buy, and they say it's good to get them used to the feeling of bristles and all of that in their mouth. Of course, once you have a tooth sprout, you're supposed to start brushing it. I don't know if you're supposed to use any type of toothpaste. I don't know if it's enough to just like brush it or maybe clean it with a cloth. I don't know, but you're supposed to clean the tooth once you have one. So we're trying to get prepared for that. I'm hoping to learn more at her 6-month appointment, but right now this is what we have. I'm thinking about getting a Sophie giraffe. I hear really good things about it, and I've read good reviews about it on Amazon. But some people, you know, Amazon got mixed reviews. So some people hate the Sophie giraffe, some people love Sophie giraffe. My father, when we went to Philadelphia for Thanksgiving, he noticed she liked keys. Well, she does like shiny metal stuff. Most babies probably do. And he was playing with her with his keys, even though I was like, make sure she doesn't touch them because keys are germy. And but she liked the sound and it distracted her. And he decided to buy her some teething rings. Now, of course, she might like that too, but they're not metal, they're not shiny. They are filled with some sort of water or something so you can freeze them. So I do plan to use that with her. I'll let you know if any of these things work. I don't plan, I've thought about one of those amber necklaces or bracelets. I don't plan to do that because I heard they were choking risk and there's no scientific evidence that they work, even though some people swear by them. I'm not sure if this is caused by teething. She is teething, so I guess I do need to prepare and make sure she has teethers, but I don't know if the sleep thing is caused by that or if she just finds it funny to drive me crazy. I don't know, ladies, but this is where we are, and it's 2 days before Christmas, so I'm going to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. Safe, happy, healthy to all the babies, you know, the mommies. Love you all. You know, have a wonderful, well, I'll talk to you before the new year, so I will wish you Happy New Year then. But I need to get some sleep, so we need to figure something out because I am tired. And I haven't had a break since she was born, really. Like, anyway, my breaks come when she sleeps at night. I used to be able to get up and do a little something. But a lot of times I'm so exhausted I fall asleep shortly thereafter or around the time she goes to sleep. So I want to try to get her on a 7 o'clock, 7:30 bedtime, and that's where we were. But then sometimes it's then, and sometimes she won't, you know, it's pushed down to 8:30. Last night she went to sleep at 8:30, a little bit around 8:30, and she woke. I held her till about 10. I fell off to sleep. I did not intend to hold her that long. I fell off to sleep, and I got up, was still sitting in the position holding her. I got up and went to put her in her bed, and the eyes popped open, and I threw a fit. I'm running around screaming like a crazy woman. I can't do this. She won't sleep. And she hadn't been asleep the entire time I was holding her. But the moment I went to put her in her bed and I put her down, it was the eyes pop open and she's like, so yeah, that's my life right now. Okay, ladies, I don't know. I don't have no answers. I'm just talking. So I will talk to you guys soon. Wonderful Christmas. I'll update you on how Christmas went. We bought Michaela a ton of stuff, probably too much stuff she doesn't need. I'm always, well, again, I'm sure I have too many clothes, but for her, but I'm not counting clothes as Christmas presents. I did buy clothes, but she's going to need clothes, so I can't really, I mean, you can count them as Christmas presents. I just haven't. So she's like got a bunch of toys, and I'll show you some of the stuff hopefully after Christmas. All right, I'll talk to you soon.